All right, episode 2 of the things I wish I knew when I first started betting: implied probability. This and the hold are the two most important things you have to know, because this is how the sports books make their money as well as take advantage of bettors. They also go hand in hand, but I'll talk about the hold in another video. So if you want to be a smarter bettor, you have to stop thinking about bets, how they're listed in American odds like minus 110 or plus 200, and start thinking about them in terms of implied probability. Let me explain. Let's say you flip a coin. You have 1-to-1 odds it'll land heads or tails. And since it's a 50% shot, you think a fair bet would be even money, plus 100, right? But let's say you wanted heads and I offered you minus 150 odds for that. You know that's a dumb bet because the payout doesn't match the likelihood of the outcome. Sportsbooks are doing this all the time to you. In order to catch that, you have to know how off this really is. So to calculate the implied odds, you take the odds number divided by the odds number plus 100. So in this minus 150 example, it would be 150 divided by 150 plus 100, which equals 0.6 or 60%. So if you took that minus 150 coin flip bet, you're saying there's a 60% chance it'll be heads when we know there's only a 50% chance. So you're taking a much lower payout than you should be, and that's why it's a bad bet. Again, sportsbooks are doing this to you all the time. Now, to calculate the implied odds of an underdog, you take 100 divided by the odds listed plus 100. So let's look at a real life example to make this make a little more sense. NFL Week 1, the Raiders are at the Broncos, and the Raiders are plus 150 dogs. So the implied odds would be 100 divided by 250, which equals 40%. So Vegas is saying that the Raiders have a 40% chance of winning that game. Now, if you think the Raiders have a much better chance than 40% of winning this game, then this would be a good bet for you, because you think Raiders have a better chance than Vegas is giving them credit for, and therefore the Vegas is giving you way too good of a payout. Now, just because they're giving the Raiders a 40% chance to win does not mean they're giving the Broncos a 60% chance to win. And to understand why this is, you have to understand the hold, which I'll talk about in another video. Also, if you don't like math, you can just Google betting odds calculator. There are a bunch of free ones out there. Alright, so that's it. If you want to be a better bettor, you absolutely need to start converting all of your bets into implied probabilities. Sportsbooks will routinely overcharge you on some bets and undercharge you on others. Finding that value is how you make money in the long term.